Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Sea Carts running on Nintendo Switch. I wonder if I should wait it out here until at the end until dinner. Yep, let's do that. Is this where you've been? No, I just returned. What's that look for? If it's not too much trouble, would you mind telling me some more about this Altia? No, I don't mind. She wanted to know the reason why she was created about as much as you. No, maybe even more. She also had an interest in people's hearts. Their hearts? Joy, anger, and sadness. Surprise and love. She took an interest in these various emotions. Thinking back, that was C-2705's characteristic. Perhaps that was Altia's real name. After losing her, though, I created a grave for her with Travis's help. Except that's a secret to the guild. Originally, it's their policy to bury mechanoids with no close relations in a public cemetery, as you know. My lips are sealed. I didn't want to bury Altia in a place where nobody knows who anybody is. Her grave is in Goldor town. If possible, could I get you to go pay your respects at her grave after all this chaos settles down? Yes, I'll be sure to then. I appreciate it. Now, is there anything else you wanted to know? Then, what kind of mechanoid was she? More specifically, as a woman. Altia was the sole female advanced mechanoid. Were there any uncommon characteristics she possessed? Other than her looks, I can't think of any. Didn't she have a fondness for accessories? No, this is the one I bought for her to see if she did, since she never showed much interest in material things. But it seems she didn't know how to use it. She mistook it for something to create a diversion and tried to throw it at some monsters, but I quickly stopped her. After enough explaining, she finally understood its purpose, but she never did like accessories the way human women do. However, if I consider that aspect a part of her individuality, I guess you could call it a characteristic. 3 days later. Today is the day, isn't it? As for a summary of the plan, it was as I stated last night, but just in case, I'll explain it again. Your destination is a lone island surrounded by reefs and sheer cliffs northwest of Calcedo City. The observatory that stands on that island, I'm told, is Liberatus' base of operations. For this plan, I'm injecting roughly half of the guild's investigative team. They've already made for the area nearby on a different ship and are on standby. As part of the guild's legionnaires have also reached the island shores and are lying in wait near the observatory. However, in considering their effectiveness in this fight, they are acting in a support capacity, so I'll leave the storming the place to only you four. Once you secure Blaze, please send a signal outside using Clara's magic. Our support legionnaires will then enter the building. Okay. I have no doubt it'll be a tough fight, but this is for the future of humans and mechanoids living together. I'm counting on all four of you. Understood. Aren't you going to say anything else? About what? You're always worried about us and say all sorts of crazy stuff before we leave. Of course, I'm always worried about you. But today is the big showdown, so I wanted to hold in all my anxiety and send you off. I see. If that's your reasoning, fine. But on the other hand, I feel like I might go nuts without you saying something now. Let's head to this observatory. I probably should check around town for quests, right? I think we got that one, but that one required like random monsters to show up. Those are my least favorite ones. Wait for a random accessory to drop, and then it'll, you need like 4 of them or something stupid like that. What's off on that island? For a tower like this to be on an island with nothing else, what on earth is it used for? It's been said it was built in the past as an observatory to reach the Great Fairy's powers. But once people could commune with them through intercessors, those engaged in such research decreased, and the place was eventually abandoned. If it still bothers you, take a look at an old map. There should be observatories in each region. And they don't exist anymore? Due to deterioration, the majority of them were demolished. It's actually strange for this prototype to still be even standing here. Deterioration, huh? Then the presence of monsters I sense would have had to have come from the outside, wouldn't it? Laboratories, fighters, and monsters. We don't know when either could attack. Let's stay alert and keep moving. Good idea. Garnet. I know. Are you really okay with this? Yeah, I believe that young woman also has a point. That's why we need to decide, using our fists. You always resort to force at the least provocation. But okay, I'll trust in your decision. We'll engage them as planned. Oh, what? So that leads to nothing? Really? Huh? Yikes! I wonder if we surprised him. I almost feel bad for him. Let's apologize if we see him again. Agreed. Right down here, you little bugger, no? Aren't those Liberatus fighters up ahead? Let's deal with them. We also have them in the rear. A total of 4, huh? Then before any others arrive, let's cut our way through them. Oh, takes more than one, huh? Okay. That's strange. What is? They weren't holding back as they fought, but I didn't sense any danger coming from them. With their base of operations, their organization's key place under attack, they should try anything and everything to defeat us under normal circumstances. Now you mention it, that is right, isn't it? Should we retreat and rethink our strategy? No, their only base of operations is here. There's little merit for us to leave now. Moreover, them coming at us like they did makes it seem there's something more to all this. First, let's head for the top of this place and make sure Blaze is really there. That's fine by me, but if it turns out to be a trap, we'll have to make a quick escape. We will if it comes to that. Is that a thing? It is, okay. That look a little suspicious. Can we go down? We can't. Boy. There are sugar things in there, artificial sugar. I feel like something that tastes this bad shouldn't be good for you. At least not in this way. Let's see, that just drops into a pit. Yeah, certainly all the challenges gone once you equip the items that prevent you from sliding around. But at the same time, we're in kind of a hurry, you know. We got so many of these games to play. I'm beginning to think I just need to put every game I play on easy, just so we can power through them and at least have the experience of playing them. Rather than play on normal and, take, too long to play something. Ah, I'm sorry about earlier. I have a habit of getting surprised really easily. My name is Security. If only there were a hole, or rather a village I could hide in. A village? We know of a nice place if you'd like to go there. Really? I would love that. Take this pass. You'll be sent there in just a few seconds. Okay, I'll do some meditation to calm myself when I get there. I hope he'll be able to get a grip on things. Agreed. Locked door appears to be broken. I'll let you handle this, Clara. Yeah, give it a try, Clara. Bust the door open. Melting Arm 3. Look at this. There's really no way to get it without using the without buying the items that let's see, am I supposed to use all of these? Oh, hey Zane. This appears to be the top floor. Let's find out if Blaze is here. I was waiting for you to show up. That voice. Aren't you the one who was in Malkai Town with Blaze? Very good. I'm surprised you remembered me. My name is Garnet. I am Blaze's right-hand woman. Where is he? Not here. What? If you want to know where he is, you'll have to defeat us first. Those are the conditions he set. I understand. Then we'll defeat you and find out from you where that is. Don't think you'll be able to defeat us so easily. Now draw your weapons and let's see what you're made of. That's just stats. What did he mean you've gotten stronger? He never said a thing about you being this strong. We won, so talk. Where's Blaze? In our new hideout. This tower was our old one. You'll find it on an island east of here. It's near a mountain known as a breeding ground for monsters. Hasn't the guild already searched that area? We have used magic from special artifacts to disguise our hideout, making it invisible to the naked eye. But we'll make it visible to you about the time you arrive, so you should be able to enter without any problems. You're awfully helpful. How do we know this isn't a trap? If you want to think that, go right ahead. I'm only following Blaze's instructions. Instructions? He never pardons anyone he targets, and neither do we. That said, Clara, he did think you had a point with what you said back at the Greed Swamp about resolving our differences and working with the guild. What I said? You were right. Although it's a town we despise, we don't know all the residents there, even me, who was born there myself. In addition, due to our being despotic with people, their feelings towards mechanoids have now become worse than ever. This is a problem even for us. Even so, I want to kill the people in that town. I can't shake the thought of wanting them to pay for what they've done. That's why Blaze made the decision about which of the two paths we believe is right we should follow. It'll be decided by a duel between delegates of both parties. A duel? He knows he's strong. That's why he said if there's someone who can defeat him, he's confident he can believe in their way of doing things. And who he chose, Izen, was you for. Blaze is now waiting for you to show up. As for us, we'll return to our hideout. Before we go, I should mention this place also serves as a training ground for Liberatus. There may be those here trying to train who will see you as an opponent, so be careful on your way out. Wait, Garnet. They escaped using a flash bomb, I see. I haven't changed my mind about wanting to stop them. But with such a strong intent to kill, what could possibly be going on in this town Liberatus has targeted? We should first report to those standing by. Send out the signal, Clara. Oh, right. I see what's going on now. Even so, do you really intend to take them at their word? There's a possibility it could be a trap, given they now know how strong you are. Of course, we're aware of that. However, they have shown their willingness to hear our opinion and cooperate with us. To doubt that, would that not expose the guild's unwillingness to listen to the voices of others? Those who've pursued Liberatus up to this point must have noticed they're not ordinary criminals. We'll go settle this with Blaze. Very well. I'll let the guild chief and the other members know. Thank you. Yeah, boy, I have a real cough. I'll have those on standby around the island head east. We intend to be on hand nearby. If there is any further progress, send up a signal like you did this time. We'll make sure to. Alright, let's head out ourselves. We need to make for the breeding ground. Won't we be heading directly to their hideout? Like this island, the one we'll be heading to is surrounded by reefs and sheer cliffs. Liberatus likely uses more maneuverable watercraft, but we're limited where we can approach using our ship. To top it off, the breeding ground has confirmed instances of mechanoids from 18 years earlier going haywire. Haywire there, similar to the ferry pass. I'm confident you'll be fine, Izen, but make sure to be aware of that. Understood. Then let's hurry to the East Island. Let's see, it's really in there, huh? Oh, what is with this cough? Killing me. Oh, yeah, use a different attack with him. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Luca? Even though it has a stable, dispose of it. Yes, Mecha Fairy. Luca. Luca. Hmm? Are you okay, Luca? I remember now. Remember what? I was born here. What? When I was created, there were mechanoids and another one with a different form. They referred to the other one as Mecha Fairy. Mecha Fairy? And not Iron Knight? What did they look like? I can't remember exactly. My memory is partially fragmented. But if this is where I was born and we go to that place, I should be able to remember something more. I'm sorry to ask this, but I'd like to make a slight detour. I'd like to go to the place where I was born to learn the truth. I know we're supposed to be in a hurry to Liberatus' hideout, but there's no need to apologize. It's not a detour. If you think it's necessary, then it's necessary for us too. Showing up late on purpose to irritate an opponent and make them lose their cool is also a battle tactic. Everyone. When we first met, you said things are connected in surprising ways. You were definitely right about that. Now let's go, Luca, to where you were born. Okay, follow me. Oh, is that a sprite? Or is that just a flower? It's just a flower. Okay. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it's not like the most highest resolution game. We are learning new skills, so I guess it's good that we're using the skills. But I don't know if they would have learned the skills without me using skills over and over, or if I had to use skills over and over to learn those skills. I don't know. Oh, great. Steel sword, huh? Ooh, assorted donuts. I mean, they would be hundreds of years old, but oh well. It's this way. Luca? I'm scared. I'm scared to find out the truth. There's no doubt in my mind I'll find the truth I've been searching for here. Although I should feel happy to know it, I've got this feeling by learning the truth, it'll turn everything I've come to believe upside down. Izen, you know what it feels like to have this same gut-wrenching feeling, right? Would you rather give up and leave? No, I want to find out the truth for myself. You'll all come with me, right? But because if you will, then I've got nothing to worry about. Okay then, let's go. Really? It's this way? No, there's nothing here. Of course I went the wrong way. There's a giant monster in our path. Let's deal with it. That monster. Do you remember it from somewhere? Maybe, but... Will you be fine if we take it out? You'll get no complaints from me. My business is with what's beyond here. That works for me. Now let's beat this thing. You never know what the monster's really gonna look like. It never looks like their field icon. Are you serious? Yo! Ah, Luca! What is this place? There's blood all over the ground. Let's begin. Ah! Yeah. Even though it has a stable form, all we have created is another monster that cannot even understand our words. This one also appears to be another failure. Dispose of it. Yes, Mecha Fairy. Yeah. Ooh. Hmm? This is my oldest memory, meaning it should be an event from roughly 20 years ago. The monster we just defeated was a failed experiment that was disposed of here. While I was somehow able to get away myself, I'm sure the others were all killed. Ever since that traumatic experience, I spent my days in this area with only a vague memory of what had happened. I only started remembering things 5 years after the fact, which would have been 15 years ago. I told you about that in Celesta Village, remember? It was also when I decided on my name. I borrowed it from a book I happened to get my hands on. And having a name, clothes, a weapon, and knowledge, I was finally prepared to set foot in a human settlement. With the belief that one day I'd be restored to my human form. Sadly, the reality is this. I don't have a real form. I was born as a monster in the beginning. That's the truth about me. From the time I dissected that monster in the fairy pass, I had the inkling that might be the case, but now I know for sure I can't go back to being a human. Because I never was one to begin with. Luca. Tears well up. Wah! Oh, it's kind of rough for one of our main characters. Dries eyes. I really didn't look like much of an adult crying like that, did I? Don't look so down. I'm okay. Even in this form, if I work hard to hide the truth as I have been, I know I'll be able to continue living among humans. That's because there are those who, even knowing the truth, see me as a companion, right? Now, to sort out what I remember. What Mecha Fairy was doing here was experimenting, trying to create special monsters by combining monsters and fairies. I should have also been destroyed myself, but by some stroke of luck I managed to survive. Shortly after, it appears I was disposed of here. Considering where we found that monster that could talk, I can only guess they moved somewhere nearby and continued experimenting. But why would they be involved in such experiments? To create monsters they can control. Regarding the monster Mecha Fairy created, she was experimenting to see whether or not they could control other monsters. Control monsters? For what purpose? For nothing good, whatever it is. Luca, what did Mecha Fairy look like? Did she look like Izen? Kind of, but far from human. Somewhere between Izen and a regular mechoid. What's more, mechanoids of some sort appear to be following her orders. Something like the relationship between the great fairies and normal fairies. Then this mecha fairy must be one of the mechanoids the time lost fairy was aware of. In addition, she has special powers. There's a good chance she's one of those the time lost fairy said she sensed with strong powers. Could it be after Tristan died it was a mecha fairy who was also creating mechanoids? There's a high possibility that's the case. Then we should probably consider her a completely different force than Liberatus. And also the one who directed the attack on your village. I don't know what she was trying to do, but if she can control mechanoids, and even monsters, she could pose a serious threat. That's an understatement. We should hurry and deal with Liberatus, report to the guild, and be cognizant of anything else that could pose a potential threat. In that case, we don't have any time to lose. It's a good thing we were able to come here. Now it's straight to Liberatus' hideout. Mecha Fairy. Were you the one looking for me in UK Village? Do you know why I was created? Take a long way out because this was like a little diversion. It would be impossible for me to climb and see what's up there myself. We need to work together. Gantz. Okay. I see a strong vine growing there. With your help, I should be able to grab hold of it and climb up. Let's do it. I'm ready whenever you are. Then give me a boost. Tickets. I'm surprised they don't have you use that like a lot more. But at the same time, maybe that'd be too annoying to always have to constantly change your characters. You found me. I'm member 0401 of the Title Association, and I'll give you the title Awful Liar. I'll see you again someday. Oh, nothing's there. Okay. Usually there's something there. That's in the little out-of-the-way corner. Nothing here either, huh? Wow. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is a Kemco published game with EC Create as the developer. They make a lot of these games that were, once mobile games that are, they're just like fun old school RPGs with a real emphasis on like character building and story. So yeah, it's good times. It's not a 10 out of 10. Well, actually, the stories are usually like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. They're really close to being, really, really excellent. And the gameplay is usually, Gameplay is usually like anywhere from a 5 to a 7 out of 10, as far as RPGs go. There's always some gimmick to each of these games, but they're good. If you're in the mood for a game that is very much in the style of an old school 16-bit / 32-bit RPG. Yeah, I imagine that you might like it. And thankfully they're cheap. They're usually like under 15 bucks. They give you about 20 hours of play, and then you can buy DLC to like get more experience and auto heal and stuff like that. So that can drive up the price of the game, but the base game is pretty cheap. I don't know. I mean, I don't think most people buy the DLC. It just means that the game is a little grindier without the DLC. Yeah, the only bad thing about these games is that depending on when they were originally developed, this engine is pretty old, designed to run on mobile devices, so the scrolling can be pretty iffy. Some games scroll at 60 frames, some scroll at 30, some scroll at like 18, so it can look choppy sometimes. Is this Labertus' hideout? It looks almost like a town. Originally, it was an abandoned village, but we turned it into what you see here. Garnet! There's also an item shop, so if you need anything, stop in before coming to the training ground. Neither Blaze nor the rest of us would think about taking down an opponent fatigued after crossing those mountains. You seem pretty relaxed for someone who's about to be fighting for the fate of their organization. Why wouldn't I be? No one here doubts Blaze will be the one who comes out victorious. Of course, that includes me too. We'll use the training ground to fight. As soon as you're ready, go on and head over there. Your opponents will be Blaze and myself. Now we'll be waiting for you. Let's go too, Izen. Agreed. These are the most chill villains. They're just like, oh, you're here. Okay, well, we'll fight later. It's a done deal. Blaze is going to win. Everybody here knows how great he is. Let's see, anything here? No items. Oh wait, there's an item there. Hey there, can you see me? Oh, okay. Aqua sweater. Excellent booster. Ability booster. Death Hull core. I don't think I'm going to change my cores too much. I've already spent so much time building up this one core. Obviously, the boss is, but Garnet is also strong. She has defeated a bear with one finger before. Pretend as if you did not hear that just now. If she finds out what I said, I will be in trouble. For fingering a bear? Yeah, of course. Are you Izen? You look human very much the way Blaze does, except he looks stronger than you. Oh, jeez. You're some rude robots. You're pretty skinny, Izen. Are you sure you're going to last in a fight with our boss? Okay, what do we got here? Anything interesting? It's weird, it's not necessarily better stuff. Ouch. As soon as I buy one item, there's another item right there. Well, it's a lot more money, too. Oh, I guess I can afford it. What am I thinking? Wait, is that the one I just bought? I guess it was. What the hell I was thinking. Yeah, you can definitely tell that these games were made on mobile devices. I mean, everything about them screams mobile. Except for the 16-bit visuals. I mean, usually mobile games look much worse than this. I guess maybe that depends on your phone, too. My phone, I probably couldn't even play this game. This is where we fight Blaze and Garnet. Time to finish this. I mean, probably not. I'm sure there's more story after this. I've been waiting for you, Izen. We heard from Garnet you'd be here. And also, if we beat you, you'll cooperate with the guild from here on out. Which means you won't be able to operate as an organization any longer. I'm not making any incorrect statements about what you're promising, am I? No. Once I give my word, I never go back on it. But of course, I don't intend on losing either. It'll be us who wins, right everybody? Yeah, I mean, it's like very late Super Nintendo or maybe early PlayStation, right? The first couple of years of the PlayStation, all the RPGs were basically just souped-up cartridges. And it very much reminds me of that, except, you know, higher resolution. Because if this was PlayStation 1, this would be a blocky mess. We believe in you, boss. Now, show me what you've got, Izen. Let's see what you're really made of. You're on. I say these are like, they're close in tone to like the Suikoden games, just because the battles are like super fast and the artwork is, you know, not too flashy. But they're still utilizing different kinds of effects. And I don't know. I like the way these kind of games look. And like I said, anything Kemco publishes, it's all about like characters and story. So you usually get just like a well-written novel. Or, well, you know, a well-written translated novel. so sometimes some of the translations don't really work out too well, but mostly it's functional. Whoa! Victory is ours. Now it's time you keep your word. Hmm? Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ah, it looks like I lose. What a shocker. You really brought out the big guns this time, didn't you? How pathetic after all your big talk. You lost with me just the same. Even so, we got a real treat with this one, let me tell you. Shut your mouth this instant, or else I'll swap your arms with your legs. About what you promised. Oh, that's right, isn't it? It's mortifying to have lost, but of course I'll keep my vow. You have our word Liberatus will cooperate with the guild. Now that's that. You heard it too, right everybody? Loud and clear, boss. We also had to report the results here to the Legionnaires on standby outside. And shall we send up a signal? Wait, this could turn into a war zone if they mistook it and stormed the place. It'd be better for us to head out there ourselves. In that case, I'll also go with you. They'd likely understand the situation that way. Oh, that's kind of a weird turn of events. They should also make it easier for us to explain things once we get back to Calceto City. Blaze, there's one thing I want to ask you. Something before Clara and my home village was attacked by a group of mechanoids. Were you all involved in that incident? The only ones we've targeted up until now are those who've dealt in illegal parts or those who've harmed other mechanoids. We've got no reason to attack a village with no bad apples like that. I heard about that incident in UK Village. I thought it was only a rumor people were spreading to tarnish our name, but it was actually true, huh? Then I guess it was as we thought. We figured those responsible were a new force being led by a special mechanoid called Mecha Fairy. Even the Time Lost Fairy sees them as a threat. What's more, they're a dangerous group bent on controlling monsters. We still don't know what they're after, though. After this, we plan to take you and return to the guild headquarters. I imagine you'll be filled in on the details once you get there. Mecha Fairy, you say? That sounds like a name connected with trouble. That reminds me, Izen. I went and checked out that Memoria I heard so much about from you, and learned I was P82B1A. Is that... Huh? I don't remember saying anything to you about the Memoria. Like I told you before, right? I have some of the best operatives out there. And you were F26E4, right? So wouldn't that mean C2705 is also out there somewhere? No, she's dead. I see. That's too bad. I'd really love to have met her. But, well, this would make us related now, wouldn't it? Put her there, brother. Who are you calling brother? Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Yeah. Give me my space. You're stifling me. And shall we make for the guild headquarters? Oh, wait. There's a companion I've been wanting to introduce you to for a while now, Izen. Once we leave for the guild, I don't know when you'll be able to see him again. I'm sure you'll be surprised once you get a good look at him. Come on, it's this way. Hey, I never agreed to. He sure is a pushy fellow. I kind of enjoy being able to see a different side of Izen like this. Once I give instructions to the rest of those here, I'll head for the guild. I also need to put together some documents to explain what's going on in the said town. That's why I would like you to take Blaze and go on ahead without me. That works for us. We'll pass it on to the guild chief. We're not worried about you trying to run off at this point. Seeing the energy Blaze took off with, it doesn't look like he's going to let us leave until he's satisfied. For now, why don't we go see where he went? You heard the woman. The companion I'd like to introduce you to is inside this warehouse. Oh, uh-oh. Alright, let's go, brother. I made it clear, I'm not your brother. Please join the party, but he cannot participate in battles. Okay. What? Zephyr, I brought Izen and the rest of his crew. Rev's engine. You're right, he does look like you. I dig that sleek design he's sporting. Well, not that it's as nice as my own, though. What? Are you so surprised at my gorgeously refined body and intellectual sense you're speechless? Well, I can understand how you feel. I'm shocked at how awesome I am sometimes myself. Rev's engine. Blaze, this is... This is Zephyr, a talking artifact Liberatus found. Well, consider him something similar to the Memoria. Huh? When we first found him, he couldn't speak this fluently, but by repeating what we said, he got better and better. You can tell that with your own ears now. In one way, he seems about as intelligent as Izen and Blaze, but in another, he seems about as dumb as a box of rocks. Then, if we were to speak to Memoria more, it should be able to talk more like Zephyr here, right? What? Hey, just a blinking second. You're talking almost as if there's somebody else out there like me. Oh, speaking of that, didn't I mention it to you? There's another artifact we call a Memoria that talks too. By inserting small artifacts into it, it can analyze the information recorded on them. Double what? Doesn't this thing ever shut up? Blaze, did Zephyr come with any information? If so, I'd like to exchange information. No, with the exception of one thing, he's a normal mechanoid. He didn't know anything when we found him. He had to really work at it just to get him to remember his name. I only did you a favor and remembered it, because you wouldn't stop calling me it. You should be grateful for my generosity. I see you're different from the Memoria, but how about other mechanoids? Get ready to have your mind blown this time. You see, I can actually carry people inside me and fly through the sky. Now that's impressive. In that case, can we get you to give us a lift back to the guild headquarters on the double? Sorry, but no can do at the moment. He's got some rattling going on inside, and if he tried to fly, he'd break apart. That's why we're waiting on some repairs. How useless is that? That's the most horrible thing anybody ever said about me. Are we done here? Then let's head back to the guild headquarters. I'm good with that. Hey, how about a little support? We'll see you later, Zephyr. Hey, where do you think you're going, Blaze? Oh. Okay, that's super weird. I felt a strength that is more than power coming from you. I do not know what it is, but one thing is clear. I can believe in you. Uh-oh, what's wrong, lady? I have a request for you all. You're with Liberatus, right? Then, is it something you can't ask Blaze about? Yes, now, could I get you to just hear me out? We have nothing to lose, so go ahead. Thank you. We make meals out of the monsters we catch in the breeding ground, but recently our traps have started being broken. What I would like you to do is deal with the one who's breaking them. Do you know who the culprit is? I believe it's a monster. Then an extermination is in order, right? Yeah, sure. Now, let us get on it. You don't know how grateful I am for this. Let's hurry to the breeding ground. Everyone will start having trouble if they are not able to get food. Agreed. No, it's nothing. Please be careful. We'll be sure to. Okay, so we will stop this right here. This is audap. You've been watching Seek Hearts running on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I got so many games to play. My backlog is so huge, and of course Mortal Kombat 1 came out, and I've been playing the crap out of that, so... Yeah, well, if there only were more hours in the day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.